Hello everybody, I am Vortek and welcome to the 4th episode in our Rising World Farm Let's Play, where we are building an entire farm in this Rising World mini-series. Now, in this episode, we're going to build a house, and I have the layout over there. This house might take a few episodes to build, so maybe I'll split them up, I'm not sure. But I have the layout of the house. I'll get to that in a second. I'm actually in our last build right now because I wanted to quickly address a comment I got in the last video from Tito. Tito says, I like the farm. A couple things. He told me I got the plants right, and the stone in our barn should be replaced with loam. It's like a packed dirt. So I went and I grabbed some. I thought this was a great idea, and I'm just going to go ahead and replace this right now. I may just cut it out here, but yeah, how is everybody? Be sure to leave a like on these episodes if you enjoy them, of course. As always, your support on these series have been just been really awesome. You guys are really supportive, and I love that. Oh boy, replacing this is going to be a challenge without destroying the sawmill. But yes, so I'll be replacing this with some loam. We're building a house, and after we build this house, that's going to be about it, I think, for the farm. I know there's a lot more things we can add to the farm. I know we could probably add more areas for crops and things like that. But keeping these builds and the amount of episodes per mini-series kind of limited, I think, makes it a lot easier for me to transition to more interesting projects, so I don't get too, I don't know, bored or wrapped up in one thing. We could go for it. We could make a whole 20 episodes just building up a farm. You can make silos and barns and areas for crops, and eventually we could try to trap some animals, and we could do all kinds of stuff like that, but I'd rather just keep it simple. So after we do the next couple episodes building this house, I will be moving on, and we'll be making a cave dwelling in the next series. So I think it'll be pretty cool. I've already started to get stone from a cave, and it's gone pretty well. Oh, look, we have a goat hanging out in our barn. I didn't think there'd be animals in here, which is why I turned it into an awesome, badass man cave workshop. But it looks like we're all set with animals now, so sweet. There we go. I've placed down the loam. I hope I'm saying that right. Loam. Weird word. And I'm kind of regretting making the saw bench and the workbench and all these benches kind of this color. Now, the anvil looks good, but these are now kind of blending with the floor. But I think I'll just leave it. I do really like the texture that is on them. I just think it blends with the floor a lot. But, okay, let's get some sleep. I still have to sleep in this tiny little camping makeshift shelter here. And once we do this, once we get this house built, I'll actually have a fair place to sleep. Now, one question I'm sure I'll get in the comments is, will you be making a whole new area for your cave dwelling? Or a whole new map, I should say. And the answer is no. I want to put the cave dwelling right over there. Like I said, I have been digging out of the mountain. So we'll be using this map. We will see the farm. We'll probably be using the farm to store things in it and things like that. Maybe eventually that'll encourage me to come back to it and kind of fix it up a little bit. But yeah, so I think there's no need to worry there. But here we go. This is the house we are going to be building on, the layout for it. And I've decided to make that area over there probably the bedroom. I thought maybe that'll be the kitchen, but it's kind of small because what you're looking at here is the walls. So I don't know. I think I want to put the kitchen here, just a bed in there. We'll close that off as a separate room, and we'll just make like a nice living space. Now, the thing about Rising World is we can put all kinds of stuff. We can put really old, rustic-looking furniture, or we can make it a little more futuristic. I think I might go modern this time around. The last time I made a couple houses, I went like really rustic for one and really like middle of the road for the other. I think I'm going to go like, aside from the walls themselves, so on the outside it looks like a farmhouse, the inside will be super modern as I can possibly make it. So that's the plan anyway. So I went and grabbed a few things, and I made some changes. You might notice now the field of view changed from the last transition to this one, and I noticed my frame rate has been kind of switching between 30 and 60 frames per second. So when I edit this video, I'm going to have to just stick to 30, because it's going to bounce around. It's going to be really jarring for you guys. Hopefully by the next time I record, I can get that taken care of. But anyway, I've decided to go and make the floor blocks, just get that done right now. The bedroom is going to have these wood planks, and the kitchen is also going to have the same wood planks. Now, the kitchen area is probably going to be in a corner. I'm going to kind of do this a little bit like I do The Sims. And I think the kitchen should kind of overlook the farm. So I'm going to put it maybe right about here. And we can kind of go back with it for a bit, maybe like this. Or maybe it should just take up this whole section of the house. I'm not really sure. But the cabinets are going to be all like in this area. And whatever else we can put. We'll just see. I'm kind of mapping it out right now. And for the rest of the floor, I made a whole bunch of these tiles. Now, there was no carpet in Rising World yet. I really wanted to do like a carpet or a really cool looking tile. And again, I'm trying to go modern here. But I'm just gonna go with these because they're kind of neat looking. And I made a whole bunch of them. I'm just gonna fill them in for now. I'm gonna focus on the walls though, mostly. I just wanted to get this done. It looks okay. It kind of looks like, from when you look at all of it together, it looks a little bit like a bathroom tile. If you look at it closely, it looks kind of thatched and neat and what have you. So, anyway, going back to building the walls of our house, this is where our front door is going to be. I'm also going to build like a front patio area. And, oops, whoopsie. There we go. This will not be part of the front patio area. And, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. I collected a whole bunch of materials just for this episode before we got started, and I think we're in pretty good shape. So another thing I thought about doing, Graham suggested with the barn, I forgot the type of house it's called now. It's probably a word I can't pronounce anyway because I'm kind of dumb, but similar to how we did the house in our last series, the second house, he was thinking I should do something like that with the barn. What I might do is something like that with this house, like where you put basically, it would, well, I'm already doing it wrong if I want to do that, but it would be plaster with this wood kind of like a grid throughout it. I don't know. We'll make it look good with windows and stuff, and if I later decide to change up the design of the walls so it's not just such a flat texture, we'll just go from there. So that should be pretty cool. Looks like I got all the walls placed exactly how I wanted them, so awesome. And now I gotta fix up the windows, because right now I've just made myself a big wooden box. The most boring looking thing ever. So in order to get the windows, I'm trying to decide how I want them to look. I think the best thing to do would be to decide the design of the window itself, which you can do by going into, I'm guessing, the sawmill, and checking out the 4 window frame options. So, let's see, it's a farmhouse. I think these windows right here are nice and classic. And then it's just deciding what the secondary color of the house is going to be. I think it should be... That's kind of nice. It's lighter. It should be something kind of catching that pops from the actual wall itself. So I think anything lighter will probably be our best bet. So we're going to go with these. And I'm just going to make a whole bunch... Ooh, I'm out of lumber. Let's first make some lumber. Because I don't want to make some and then forget the texture and all that stuff. So let's just use the rest of our wood to make a whole bunch of lumber. A whole mess of lumber. And we will go ahead and get frame D here. And we're just going to make like... Oh, geez. I guess 10. 10 windows for now. Maybe I'll forget the... Oh, see? And then I made the really crappy looking ones because I forgot the texture. Alright, so I'm crafting 100 of these window frames. Window frames are really expensive. There's like no reason for them to be this freaking expensive. But we are going to go ahead and put them where they belong. I'm not sure... I'm supposed to be able to rotate them, and it's not... It's letting me resize them. Do I have to hold shift? No. Do I have to hold control? Okay, that seems to be doing it. That's weird. These controls like to change a lot. There we go. So, we'll be... There we go. We put in windows, I think, maybe a little bit bigger than average. Let's say... about that size. You can kind of see how much it takes up there. But we can't do bigger than average because we're dealing with blocks. So we have to make sure it fits within the block, you know, within the block. So let's just start cutting out holes in the house. And we'll go ahead and place the frames once we get at least holes cut out in the house. So we're going to have a front porch area here. I'm going to save that spot for now. Let's poke a hole here. Is that too low for the window? Let's go in and see. That's pretty low for a window. I think we should pop them out up to this height. So we'll place that there. I'll go over a couple. And we'll put one right here. And then I'll put one right there. That's not bad. Not bad. And I left 2. Well, I said I was going to build a front porch. Now, well, All right, let's see. 1, 2. That should do, right? Right there. Luckily, we did even numbers. I thought I had this time. Cool. All right, that's a lot of windows. It's starting to look like a warehouse. I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing a warehouse now. I think in order to fix that, we'll just seal up this one. Now, what I could do is bring this down to here and make the windows kind of long, but I don't know. Would that look good? Would that, let's see. If I made the windows, let's hold control. No. Hold shift. If I made them long, extra long, I don't think that would look that bad. It'd be a little bit original. All right, let's pop out this. We'll take our good... I'm going to hide this crappy window frame. Otherwise, I'm going to accidentally place it down. We'll take this good window frame, and we'll place it... like so. If I hit G, it'll give me a nice grid, so I place it evenly. If I go and pop out all of these, I wonder if it'll just stay... Oh, what did I just say? We don't want this middle one. Throw that there. I could just make them bigger squares altogether, but I'm not going to do that. And we'll pop out this. And that. Okay. Place our frames like this. That. And like that. Cool. That's not looking so bad. I mean, I'm probably going to do smaller windows for the bedroom, and it's cool that we can change the size, so it'll kind of all match. And then what we should do, I think, is make a different... Let's just keep going with the different size windows. I'm going to do, for the kitchen, extra wide window like there. Okay, let's see. We'll do 1, 2 over here. Extra wide window here. There we go. We'll just keep changing it up. I should probably get some sleep, though. So I think I have my windows all figured out here. I got them all busted out of the walls. And I'm just going ahead and placing all this stuff down. And let's rotate... Oops. Let's rotate this. And let's see if it fits itself in there automatically. No, it does not look like it does. But all my tall windows are placed, so now we'll just go ahead and with our, not arrow keys, holding shift with the arrow keys, we'll change the size of this window here. There we go. And we'll just make it a bit wider. Like that. Perfect. Place that. That. And in the bedroom, I decided to do kind of the same design as the kitchen. I love the way the sun hits the bedroom. It's awesome. We'll go like that. Like that. And then we'll just do, finally, one small window for the bedroom. By lowering, or, you know, bringing it in. Like so. Nice, even square. There we go. Perfect. All I got to do is make some glass, which is free. The windows will be all sealed up. And then I can go ahead and start finishing up the floors in here. And yeah, once we do that, and once we get the roof on the house, we'll just place in the furniture. So I think for this episode, I'm just going to throw in the glass, throw in the rest of the floors, and then we'll save the roofing for next time. Placing glass in windows is incredibly easy to do. There's no rotating involved. You just kind of make sure your cursor is on the window frame itself. I usually pick like a corner area. And yeah, it places in there pretty nice and nice. They all have glass now. I crafted a few more of the tiles. I didn't get around to getting any more wood yet. Not a problem, but we'll throw in the rest of our tiles. And yeah, like I said, in the next episode, we'll focus on the roof. Since I'm going to, you know, skip ahead a lot like I always do, we are not going to worry about the roof, you know, being the entire episode. I'll probably do the furnishings and stuff too, and we will be finally done with the farm. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you want to suggest something. I always appreciate it. Read all your comments, reply whenever I can. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Not bad. I like the mission system in this game. Just kind of run along, shooting as many things as possible. There we go, there we go. And we can collect this artifact here.